Hi teachers, this is Dr. Huff, and I'm coming to you today with a short tutorial for learning.com Easytek keyboarding. We're going into the second quarter, and it's important that we go ahead and move into some of implementation of some of the software and applications that we have in using these tools on a regular basis, especially with writing and rigor being one of our rocks. We want to make sure students have all the tools necessary to be successful. I want to first bring you to this site. I sent you a link as well as this video. The link, once you click on it, you will have to log into Fulton Schools employee portal. But this is a training resources for a lot of the applications and software that the district has either purchased or the school has. And these trainings should help you and answer any questions that you have. So please make sure you go here, and I hope this helps you. If you have any other questions, of course, I am available in the morning hours for professional development and to walk you through. I can come into your classrooms. Our devices are in the building, and they will be distributed. So we want to make sure that we have set up all of our classes for Nearpod, for United Streaming, Discovery Education, also for learning.com and for other apps that we have. We want to make sure that all of our classes, Seesaw, Class Notebook, etc., are set up. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to first take you over to Launchpad. Launchpad is where the home for all of our apps. And so for students, this is what they'll see as well. I see more apps because I added apps, and you can just click the plus sign and students can do the same and add apps. They won't see all of the apps that you will see, but of course there are apps that they're just not available to them. But also for us as well, some apps were not purchased by our school, and they don't apply to our, to elementary schools, so you wouldn't have to worry about it. So basically what you see, and if you want to add more to your dashboard, you can. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to go ahead and make sure that you all know how to get to Launchpad and the website. And please make sure your students can too. If you put it in Class Dojo, maybe make a sticker or a badge for them to get to Launchpad. The website is launchpad.fultonschools.org. That's launchpad.fultonschools.org. And once you're there, I would really encourage you to, first of all, use Google Chrome if possible. Internet Explorer is good for employee portal things. But for apps and things that are being made currently, we want to make sure we are accessing them in Google Chrome. Once you are in Google Chrome, if you see these three dots, or you see my cursor is moving here at the top, I'll click on those three dots and it will take me down to more tools where it will open more options, and then I would scroll over to add to desktop. Once you click add to desktop, an icon for whatever website you want to keep on your desktop will appear. If you right click that icon, you can choose pin to taskbar, and it will magically appear down here on your taskbar, so then you don't have to type it in every single time. And I would do that for Ustream and other apps that we use frequently. Okay, now that we've done that, go ahead and click on learning.com. It should redirect you right to your class. If you have any problems, which you shouldn't, hopefully, prayerfully, you don't. But if you do, please come see me as soon as possible. Okay, I'm in a coordinator view, so what I'm going to do is find a teacher that was here last year, because we're going to start with them. They have a little bit of housekeeping to do versus new teachers. So I'm going to take out all these people that we don't really need to see for this purpose, and I'm going to choose Miss Womack. There are a few teachers that I used for practice before this video was made. So Miss Womack, we're going to go ahead and use you for this video. And there she is, and we'll go ahead and click, and we'll be in Miss Womack's view. So this is what Miss Womack will actually see when she logs in from her Launchpad. All right, so now that we're here, and you can stop and pause this video at any time. If you get lost, you got something to do, it is here for you. Please click on my classes, which is in the left-hand pane. Once you click there, for those students who had for those teachers, who had classes last year, you'll see your 16-17 school year. You don't need those classes anymore. So we want to go ahead and delete those classes out, because your students who were in your third grade class or someone's third grade class and now in fourth grade, they still see those activities and assignments. So we're going to go ahead and delete that. So you're going to choose edit, and then go ahead, exit, click the X, and then OK, X, OK. And then just keep going until you see your current homeroom, which is right here, 18. Okay, 1801. Please be careful. Don't go too trigger happy with the X's and delete your current homeroom. Okay. But for the sake of time for this video, we'll go ahead and click done. And please click done when you're finished deleting your last year's classes. And then you're going to go into your current class, and this is your homeroom. So go ahead and click on your homeroom. Once you've clicked on your homeroom, I just want to introduce a few things to you. You don't have to assign curriculum. Create any new classes or any new students, because it's automatically populated on the district level. So if you have a new student or new enrollee into your classroom, just wait a day or so and let everything populate, and you will see them. Then here you have all of your students, so you can see who's in your classroom. And then here, any assessments. Once your students take the assessment based on the lessons they've taken, you'll be able to see that. And then you'll also be able to print out reports for you, for your students, and for parents. Okay, so we're going to move from here to up here. So if you look for your name in the blue towards the top, you'll see gradebook, setting, and student view. We're going to click on settings. We want to make sure we do this, and this is for all teachers from last year and our new teachers, and any other teacher who hasn't used learning.com or Easytek before. So you're going to click on settings. We want to set this up for our students. So first we want to choose the grade level that we're in. So Miss Womack is now in fourth grade, and we're going to choose that grade level. And then her lesson certificate, it says printable, view only, or none. We're going to choose view only. We want students to see their success, so we're going to choose view only. We're not going to choose printable because we don't have the ink, the paper, or the resources for every student, for every lesson, to print out their certificate. But here, they can view it, they can see it, they can save it as a PDF, they can upload it to their OneDrive, and they'll have it for their digital portfolio later on. And if you need help with that, I can also help you with that as well. The next one is student tracking. We're going to keep it as yes. And this basically says that students have to be enrolled in the class and use their own username and password to do any of the assignments. So we're going to keep that the same. Oh no. Then we have assignment sequence. We're going to choose forced. And that means that the students have to take the assignments based in the order that they go. And then we're going to choose that minimum score of 100. We want them to take these assignments sequentially, and we want them to master them before they can go on to the next one. It's not about the 100, but it's about accuracy. We're going to keep the class group commenting off. Go ahead and save your changes. And once you are there, you are done pretty much. If you need to click print login cards, you can go ahead and save it. And then you'll have your students' login cards. I would definitely print these out, cut them out, and give them to your students for their agenda so they can go ahead and practice at home. Pretty much that's everything. If you want to go into classes, you should be able to see hold on. Oh, now that we're there, I'm sorry. We want to choose assign curriculum, and I apologize, I skipped that part. We have to assign the curriculum. So this is where all of our curriculum is. So we're going to choose Easytek. And with Easytek, we have, I'm sorry, the low battery scared me. So what you have here is all of your teacher resources, and they go from K through 12th grade. But we're going to concentrate on your grade levels. These are your resources for those lower grades because most of their activities are based on identifying letters and numbers before they even move into keyboarding. For our upper grades, 2nd through 5th, you all are going to start at number 3 for finger placement because the majority of our students are there. If you do have students that are in other places or accelerated and they are pretty advanced, you can manually assign more advanced lessons for them. But here are all the lessons in this unit, and they'll go in order like we talked about earlier. And you'll just go ahead and click Assign Unit. And you'll see all of your lessons here. Okay, and once they're here, you are good to go. If you click on Classes, now that your students are in a class, you will see how you can look at your enrolled students, and you'll see their scores here. You can assign different curriculum if you want to for different students. Go back to classes real quick. I'm sorry if I'm moving fast. Print login cards, and I've showed you how to do that. You can also print a roster for when you're on the move, the students don't have their cards with them. You can quickly get them logged in, and it's a basic password of P123. If they change their password, their new password will show here too. And then we have students, and we have assessments. And for those students who are accelerating and coming to your class for a moment during your day, you can also add those students into your roster. And you can come see me if you need some more help with that. That is it. I do want to bid you farewell. And before we go, I want to tell you the importance and the gap. Really, this can bring your student that's proficient to distinguished learners because of keyboarding. They have to cite textual evidence. They have to use punctuation and all the things that they've learned. And it really will show in how they type. If they run out of time, did they really show what they really knew as far as the content because they couldn't type? So you don't want that to be the reason between them being a distinguished learner. So I will get them started as soon as possible. If you need any help at all, please let me know. Thank you. This was made by Screencastify. This is free through Google Chrome. And you can go into Google Chrome App Store and download this. And if you want to flip your classroom and have your audio or video of yourself or anything, instructions, you can do it in OneNote without Screencastify. But if you want to show your desktop, this is a great tool for you and your students if you want them to create a lesson. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you. This is Dr. Huff.